Hello everybody and welcome to another official review. I haven't done one of these in a long time. I feel dirty for doing an official review. This is the MPG-15, the Cybertron Spy, Cybertron Rattle, aka Beast Wars Rattrap. That is, of course, here's the Japanese name. This is the Takara Tomy T-Spark line. They've kind of taken over their Masterpiece line, but this is done in the same scale as what we got with the other Beast Wars Masterpiece figures. MPG-15, there is his Maximal logo, and then on the back we've got what we would get with any standard Masterpiece. His beast modes, brilliant rat, and of course he can stand up and wave. We've got the alternative head sculpts, we've got his gun, and then we've got them alongside the other Maximals as well. I love the fact that it can hold on to the back of Primal, and of course you can do the wee bears there as well, where we can stack Rhinox with Primal on top and then Rattrap on the back there as well. And then we got our Maximals just up here as well. Let's crack him open. And here we have him out of his plastic prison, and he looks absolutely sublime. This is a much better beast mode than I could ever have imagined. He looks wonderful, doesn't he? He really does pull off that kind of 90s CGI take on a rodent. He's a very big rat, all things considered. I mean, he's the size of what we would normally have as a large dog. When the first of the mammals were kind of populating the earth, rats were gigantic, I guess. And the alternative head and the stand-up posture is a really, really nice touch. I love how that leg can just kind of sit back there. He can flex a bit up, maybe got him a little bit too high on those back ankles there. They can compress down. But I love the fact that he's kind of poised upright so we can talk to the rest of those Maximals. God, this really brings back memories. I may just have to go and watch some of the Beast Wars back over again. And to my Canadian friends, it was beasties. Still not sure I'm actually allowed to have a rat like this in Alberta. Alberta is rat free. But apparently it's okay if it's a Cybertronian rat. Here we have him with his boys. To be fair, that is the KO Rhinox and the KO Cheetor. I think gives you an idea. They all look really, really good together. And I love the adapter. It just pegs in to the back. Primal, Harding, Rattrap on there nicely. And now if any of you have been following me for a while, you know that this is my official Primal. And he's snapped at the waist, hence he is designated to his beast form. It's kind of held in there by sheer hope and determination. But look at that, that looks fantastic. I may well have my beasts all kind of displayed like this. Maybe I'll have them stacked on Rhinox as well. Right now, to get him transformed up into his bot mode, we're going to just adjust this tail again, bring that back down so it's clear, and then we can bring this head down as well. We want to split this lower torso piece, split the upper torso. This back panel here is going to come up, and that's going to just rock like so. If your gun hasn't already fell out, mine does, it just tabs in under here. Mine has fallen out several times during my transformations. Come have a look here with this open. Come on, open up, open up. There. This foot, the knee, is going to go like so, and that's going to come up, and that will come up. Same on this side. Bring that out, bring that up. Make sure the knee goes inwards, and bring that up like so. The head panel piece is going to come down and pull out of the way. These side panels here are going to come down and just rotate. And this one here is going to come down and out of the way. These are going to come out like so and come up to the side. There's this tab piece here. Move this around, which allows for the arm to come all the way up. So same on this side, bring this out, bring this piece all the way back, like so. There, and then bring the elbow out. These here are gonna come in, like so. And rotate. Same on this side, bring that up, bring that in, and rotate that in. And if you look, there is a small tab just here. That is going to tab in, like so, and then we can bring the head down. That is going to collapse, collapse, and collapse, and fold down, up, and under on itself, like so. Is that all the way in? I think it is. If we're getting any resistance on this head, just make sure that the mouth is closed, because it needs to sit all the way to the back there. We can then bring the hips forward. Oh, I've done tabbed, look. Bring the hips forward, and this is going to come up, and that's going to just push and locate on both sides. This backpack piece is going to come down, and this piece here should, he says, tuck and clear. The back panel piece folds down. This piece here folds inwards, and then this leg is going to come back in like so. And you want to make sure that the thumb is pointing outwards, and that's just going to cave in like this and like this. And then this is going to come back in and push and tab in. And as we're pushing this piece in here, there's a tab here and a tab here. Just make sure that those tabs line up with that backpack piece. Make sure that the waist is rotated back. Rotate that around like so. The knees are going to come to the front. This is going to come up like so. This is going to come up like so. Shoulder is going to rotate. I'll keep popping this chest piece off, don't I? This is going to rotate up. This section here is going to rotate like so. That'll come down. This will come up, and that'll form the hand. Come around to this piece here. This is going to close in like this. This back piece here for the leg is just going to push in. That's going to collapse like so. And then this here is going to come up. And that's going to slide up. Like that, like that. Is that in? I think that is up as far as that goes. That's inside here, that's inside here, that's all tabbed in. A couple of little tweaks around the back here. Rotate this around so these can sit nice and flat. I did the same with this side. I just find it easier just to finish those off once I've got all the backpack tabbed in. But that is a very, very good looking Rattrap. And here we have him all transformed up in his glory. Gorgeous looking piece. Between this and the RT figures, carrying on from what Transart gave us, we are going to have such an amazing collection of Beast Wars figures. Yes, we're probably going to end up getting an official Beast Wars Waspinator, but the RT Waspinator looks absolutely insane. They're giving us the depth charge, they're giving us Rampage. What a time to be a Beast Wars fan. Oh man, 90s television, eh? Absolutely adore what they've done here with Rattrap. Props to Takara. I'd only just recently re-got the Generations Rattrap, hadn't I? And I wasn't ever sure if we were going to get an MP1, and then suddenly it was announced out of nowhere, and here it is. Gorgeous. And here I have him with his family of rodents. And yes, I am using the white version of the Transart Rattrap at the moment. My normal version, the arm snapped off. It had a really weak joint, so I'm going to order another one when they get them in on Shozy. But for now, he is my stand-in for the bot mode, and of course we've got the Beast Machines Rattrap at the back there. I love the Beast Machines figures. They were well ahead of the time in terms of articulation and looks and feels. And this guy here, he is a wobbly wibbly wobbly mess now. His leg joints do not stay, so he is literally being held up just by luck at the moment. But Rattrap looks gorgeous, doesn't he? Now I know there's already several reviews out there, so you don't need me to go over absolutely everything, but he's very articulated. Arms move up, down, double jointed, bends on the elbows, rotations on the wrist, pivots on the wrist. He does have his explosives hidden away nicely inside the arms there. You can just pop those through by tabbing the back piece here, and those pull out. They can also be held in his hand, so I'm going to store those in there until I get a Waspinator to blow up. The head is very easy switch out for those faceplates. Let's take a look at the faceplates. There's this one that comes as standard, and then we get the kind of toothy laughing, and then we get a very kind of shocked faceplate as well. I think it's between these two. Let's go for the toothy laugh. Pop that on. Push and secure. There we go. It does, however, as you've just seen there, I would like more motion down. It does hit against this chest panel here. Maybe an extension on that neck peg would have prevented that, but anyway, I'm digressing. The waist can rotate. Legs can come forwards and out like so. Plenty of range in there. It's all friction. Double jointed bend on the knee. Pivot and rotation on the ankle there. No ratchet joints in this guy. I love that though. Look, it actually rotates on that thigh joint, and then you've got a separate rotation on the actual thigh itself. So this is all under a mushroom peg, I believe, underneath there. But very, very nice indeed. Let's just bring in the rest. There we go. What a lineup, eh? Obviously we do have the Transmetals on top of these as well, but as far as our basic Maximals go, albeit we've got some fuses there, but that is amazing. Absolutely love it. What an amazing time to be a Beast Wars fan. I'll include a link in the description below where this can be purchased over at Shozy. And until next time, for myself and the rest of the Collectables household, thank you all so much for watching. Goodbye.